CASK 23, this has a nice balance, but it's also very refined. So 2014, CASK 23. CASK 23, of course, is our flagship wine. This is our top Cabernet Sauvignon that we produce. It's a blend of the finest grapes from the Fay Vineyard and the finest grapes from the SLV Vineyard. And I'm really trying to produce a wine that has this wonderful complexity where you can smell and taste both vineyards in the same glass, but has this persistent, long aftertaste. That to me is what makes a wine really great. If you taste it and the flavors just don't go away, right? That makes you want to taste the wine again, makes you want to talk about it. Goes great with food and inspires some conversation around the table. So 14, again, this is still a youthful wine, 8 years old. It's coming out of its infancy, but flavors are starting to become a little bit more integrated. This is still very young wine. You get a lot of the primary fruit characteristics. This is a fun wine, if you're enjoying, especially with friends. It's always fun to try to describe wine, and we all describe wine kind of in a different way, because if you haven't had a quince or whatever, then you don't use it. Use your own lingo. And with this wine, this has so many primary fruits. You have the red fruit. You've got some dark fruits. You've got some mocha notes. That it's really fun. I could see this wine being fun, being passed around the table and having everybody come up with their own kind of descriptions. And the cask, the aftertaste is what is really important with cask. So this has a nice balance. It's still very rich, but it's also very refined, right? The tannins are present, meaning the structure of the wine. You can taste the structure, but it's a pleasant feeling. It's a fine grain structure. It's not it has a sense of sucrosity, let's say, when you taste it. So this is a complex wine, and with food, I would put this wine with something that also has some complexity to it. Something that has maybe some mushrooms going on that have an interesting character, or a mole type sauce, something that's a little bit darker, has some real interesting characteristics, but definitely something that has a richer taste to balance with the richer structure.